Hey guys, my name is Scott Keller. I own Training Day Fitness Inc., aka TDF Inc., aka The Inc. A little term given to us by some of our members. My story is pretty basic, and I think it might resonate with some of you out there as well. About 6-7 years ago, I was involved in the financial industry. We're based here in Southern California, and most of you in this area know what happened and across the country for that matter. I found myself out of work, 40-something years old, and not a whole lot to do. I started to spend more time in the gym, and I realized something. I started to feel better. It straightened out my mind. I was no longer depressed. I became more positive. As I started to see positive changes in my physical self, my mental self started to get better as well. So I started to think, I think there's people out there that could probably benefit from my story, because I feel like they've gone through some of the same things I have. So I decided to start thinking about how could I do this and bring it to the masses? How could I give people the same feeling that I get when I go to the gym? Because I know what it did for me, and I know it can do the same thing for you. So we opened Training Day Fitness Incorporated. I did go to work for a couple of chain gyms, some of the more popular chain gyms. The one thing that I noticed working there was that there was a major disconnect between the trainers and the clients. And unless you had $60 an hour to spend on a trainer, you weren't going to get any help from anybody. So you basically showed up at a big giant gym, you looked around, and you started to learn from other people that were working out. Well, the facts are this: 80% of those folks are working out incorrectly. So what ends up happening is you're learning how to do things incorrectly. I'm not going to say they want this to happen, but they sure don't mind if you go in there, you pull a muscle, you strain a muscle, and you decide not to come back. They've got 4,000 to 5,000 members at a chain gym, and about 12% of them actually work out. And I started to think, well, a lot of people are kind of wasting their time. What can we do to make it better and make the experience better, more productive for the average gym goer? So again, we opened up Training Day Fitness with the idea that we're going to give you training every single time that you show up. Every single day at Training Day Fitness is going to be different than the previous day. We're going to make sure that we confuse your muscles, and we're going to make sure that you are trained properly so that you don't injure yourself, you get the best results possible, and your experience is positive, and that you want to continually get better and better and better, with the goal ultimately being you're the fittest, most efficient individual machine that you can be. Alright, so to give you an idea of what we do here at Training Day Fitness, we're actually two companies in one. Training Day Fitness Inc. is the parent company. This is an athletic-based fitness facility, meaning everything that our clients go through behind these doors is steeped in athletics. If you can imagine how it was when you were a kid, the way that you moved your body on a daily basis. You ran around, you rode bikes, you climbed trees, you jumped up and down, you did some crazy stuff as a kid, and you stayed active. As we get older, we stop doing these things. We stop using certain muscles, which raise the possibility of getting injuries, like twisting knees and ankles and things like that. So what we decided to do was go back and look at some of the greatest athletes in history and try to find out what they did in the off-season, and even during the season, to stay in such good shape, because let's face it, it's an unarguable fact that professional athletes are the most fit human beings on earth. Makes no difference the sport, but the way that they approach their sport or whatever it is that they do is with a sense of being the best, most efficient machine that they can be. So we went back and we found out a lot of the common denominators that your Muhammad Ali's and your Kobe Bryant's and your Michael Phelps and the list goes on and on and on, and again, it makes no difference to the sport. And we decided to incorporate a lot of those actions and those workouts into what we do here at Training Day Fitness Inc. You'll notice that every time that you come in here, your workout is going to be different. It's going to be anything from plyometric jump training to weightlifting to martial arts to speed training to hand-eye coordination. I mean, the list goes on, and it's unending. We also have another company here, because of our background in sports, that is predominantly training of youth athletes. That is called TDF Sport, Training Day Fitness Sport. Our sister company, which again allows us to work with some of the city's best youth athletes in hopes of teaching them how to carry yourself in a gym environment, how to do things properly. 12, 13 years old, we try to stay away from some of the weightlifting aspects, but instead use body weight exercises, working on balance, working on hand-eye coordination, and at the same time psychologically getting them prepared for the rigors and the situations that they're going to face on the field. So first things first, we train our fitness clients like athletes, and then we train our athletes like professional athletes. So when you get a chance, jump onto our website, www.trainingdayfitnessinc.com. See what we're all about, or if you're here locally in Simi Valley, why don't you stop on by? We'd love to give you a tour, show you what we're all about, and hopefully make you a client, make you part of the family. Appreciate it, and I hope to see you soon.